Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for November the 22nd. So this is going to be the first card will be a card for overall energy, and then after that, we'll pull one card for each sign, and then we'll see how those energies combine and what that means for each sign as we go through the day. The best way to understand what's going on is if you hear the meanings or the interpretation variations for the overall energy, and then after that, once I get around to each sign, you've kind of got that information tucked away because I'm probably not going to go over it completely for each sign as I go through. So what do we have for overall energy? Oh, we have the Page of Swords showing up in reverse. This is digging for information, or this is a different variation of digging for information. This can also be about the idea of curiosity leading you down the path to find out more about some type of secret of the universe. And for me, I define secrets of the universe as those things that influence our lives that we are not taught about in fourth grade generally. So things like psychic things, mediumship, um, law of attraction, law of assumption, other metaphysical laws, all that kind of stuff. All right. So you can be following your curiosity to explore a secret of the universe more than what you have before. For some of you, that'll be like the first time, but for others of you, this will be exploring it more. Most of you who are watching this will be something new you're exploring, or you're exploring it to a deeper level than what you have before. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching me, would you? All right. And then also, this can be digging for information in general. This can also be like looking at somebody's cell phone to make sure that what they're telling you about their actions are really true. Or this can be doing research for a college paper, and really anything in between. This could be detective work, any kind of investigation or research, really. All right, let's look at energy for each sign. Aries, we have the Knight of Cups showing up here for you. This is interesting. So Aries, there's somebody um, who you care about, who is really interested in researching more secrets of the universe and is kind of into it to a certain level already. And it's really drawing you into the idea of looking more into one of the secrets of the universe, or maybe more than one secret of the universe. For those of you that you're not being um, exposed to this via somebody that you care about. Some of you, you just love digging into the secrets of the universe with no middle person drawing you in at this point anymore. This could just be you really enjoying digging in and finding out new things and taking things to new levels there. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. Knight of Wands showing up here with that Page of Swords. Taurus. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Taurus, I think we're kind of all over the place in the things that we're trying to learn and research and understand right now. We're digging for information in all kinds of different excavation sites. That Knight of Wands in reverse talks about scattered energy, talks about not really being able to focus. So we're taking our detective work or our digging for information and we're putting it in several different places. So not very focused, but definitely looking for new information, just looking for new information about several different things or in several different ways. Okay, now let's look at Gemini. Chariot card showing up for Gemini. Boop-a-doo-doo, boop-a-doo-doo. Geminis, you guys are researching or yeah, digging for information for a place that you would potentially like to move to, or for a place that you would like to travel to or take a vacation at, or um, maybe even a place that you're traveling for business. But this is going to have to do with either moving house or with some type of travel. You're digging for information about that. All right, let's look at cancers. The devil card's shown up in reverse for you guys. Well, we haven't seen this card in a while, have we? All right, so devil card in reverse cancers, there's something toxic that you want to understand and get past. All right. So this could be that you have a health issue that you're digging for information on. This could be that you have some type of addiction that you're digging for information on. How do I get this thing to turn loose of me? You could have some type of obsession, or you could have something else that is just very toxic, maybe even a toxic relationship. But you're digging for information on how to overcome this toxicity so that it is not creating problems in your life anymore. Okay, good for you, Cancers. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Lover's card in reverse. So, Leos, there's something going on with someone that you're partnered up with, whether this is a good friend, a business associate that you're partnered up with, or your significant other. There's something going on where you guys are not on the same page. And you are trying to, with that overall energy, you're trying to understand why you guys aren't in agreement on this. It doesn't really make sense to you that you're not. So this digging for information could be doing some things behind the scenes, something that your partner doesn't know about as in digging for information, or this could very literally be asking the other person, why is it that you don't think this is a good idea, or why is it that you think this thing is a good idea? You're really you're just doing what you need to do to get to the bottom of this because you would like to see you guys back on the same page again. All right. And that was who? Leo. All right. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Knight of Swords showing up for Virgos, along with that Page of Swords in the overall. What is going on here? Okay. Is this Virgo or somebody else in this card? All right. So, Virgos, I think that today it's really tempting to make a fast decision, which is out of character for you, by the way, a fast decision about something that you want to stand up for to other people. Um, I say it's tempting because I'm hoping that you won't do that with the Page of Swords in the overall. I'm hoping you do your research. With the Knight of Swords showing up in reverse, that talks about making a reckless decision on moving forward without all the information. So, with that Page of Swords in reverse, that talks about doing some research. So, this really is a cautionary thing if you're watching this in the morning before your day's really begun about be careful what you say, be careful what you stand up for, be careful what you do. Make sure that you've got the full story before you do anything that you might regret later on. If you hear a story about something that happened and some of the actions in that story sound like they're out of character for one of the people that's being talked about, then you should probably check that out. You should probably make sure that whoever is telling this tale is telling it correctly before you take any action. All right. So I think the temptation is going to be there to make a reckless decision. This is urging you, please don't. Do all your research before you take any action. All right. And so that's Virgo. It's really surprising that you would be tempted to do that, honestly. Okay, Libra, Eight of Swords showing up in reverse, along with that Page of Swords in reverse. So, Libra, this is really straight up and simple. This is just saying that if you do some research, do some due diligence, whatever this is that you're overthinking, that information will set you free from overthinking. It'll give you confidence in which direction that you want to go. Finding that information is going to help you a lot. Okay. Scorpio. Knight of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. Scorpios, we're going to be doing some research and digging in on how we can create more cash flow in our lives. Very simple and straightforward there. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Ten of Cups. Looking for happiness, looking for love. That's what you guys are doing, Sagittarius. You're doing some research on how can you bring more happiness into your life. Doing some research on that. That would be fun research to do. Researching some happiness. All right, so who is that? That was Sagittarius. I forgot to pick these four up. That's going to confuse me. Okay, so that was Sagittarius. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Capricorns, you guys are exploring your feelings today, doing a lot of research on how do I really feel about either a particular person in your life or maybe even about several people in your life. But you're really exploring how you actually feel when it comes to another person or other people in your life today, Capricorn. Aquarius, King of Swords drawn up in reverse, one of your court cards, plus the Page of Swords in reverse. It's interesting. They have almost the same stance. Not quite. The King looks a little bit more relaxed. The Page looks like that sword could be cutting him in the hand. The King looks like he's figured out better than to hold on to that sword, at least at the blade part. Excuse me. All right, so Aquarius. I think that somebody's going to be coming to you today with some kind of information that it would be beneficial for you to know this information, and I think you're just not going to want to hear it. I don't know if you just don't like the messenger, if you just feel like you've already made a decision about something, so you don't want to have any new input. I'm not sure what the deal is, but this is really blocking out any kind of new information coming in. I would urge you, because this is good information, it's solid information. I would urge you to be open to any information that comes in, whether you really like it so much or not, or whether you like the messenger so much or not. If it's good information, then it's got some good use. All right. Do whatever you want, but that's my take on it. Aquarius. What do you have? No, that was Aquarius. This is Pisces. So sorry about that. Pisces, you guys have a fantastic card. You're basically doing some research about payday. Maybe it's not so fantastic. If you have to do research about payday, you may be wondering why your check is a little short or something. So, but we do see you doing research about payday. You also could be researching about how to multiply your paydays or how to multiply the size of the pay on payday. That could be happening too, but something about payday you're doing some research on today, Pisces. Okay. So it'll play out different for different ones of you. It is a general reading. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are my wonderful sponsors, so don't forget, put a thumbs up on the video, share it with others, and of course, also leave some feedback down below. I always love to read your feedback. Everyone, have a fantastic day. Peace out.